if we can move in lockstep with the truth, when they tell a lie, don't let a lie be out there that we aren't like a swarm attacking with the truth. If we can shatter their confidence, they're all comfortable thinking nobody's going to say anything about how stupid that they're sounding with all of their anti-logic. They think nobody's going to notice when Robert Kennedy Jr. is changing our health system, our public health system on lies. They're cowards too. None of them want to debate. None of them want to argue. None of them even want to have to reply to you. They're surprised when they see you. Shatter their fractured little ego even more. Why does that matter? Because an unconfident Nazi is better than a confident Nazi. An unconfident Nazi is better than a confident Nazi. How do you make an unconfident Nazi? Remind them that they're incels. Remind them that they're virgins. Remind them that they're ignorant. Remind them that just really show them how illogical their arguments are. Does that help? You know what it does? It drains energy. Takes a little bit of yours. But it doesn't let a lie stand. And then I need you to see how lies spread. Here's a liar. I'm going to give you a graphic because I need you to see it. Here's a lie. Standing up here unchallenged. People walk by. 3 people walk by. The first person looks at it and says, that's a lie. They keep going. Second person passes by. They take a look at it and say, I don't know, but whatever. They keep going. The third person comes by and looks at it and says, that's the truth. What do? They take that lie. It becomes their truth. They go act on it. I'm reading these comments in the comment section. I'm putting down what you need, folks. I'm dropping off the top of my head what you are going to need to, maybe, I don't know. Maybe folks are not as optimistic. I can respect that. So I'm just looking for the people who are optimistic enough to join in. We'll be meeting tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We'll have a little bit of music. We're not going to meet long. We're going to have some music and have what we call a patron party. And at that patron party, I'm going to drop what roles we need. We're going to have roles that we need to be filled. We're going to need people y'all remember how to do this. We did this for Bernie. Y'all remember back in 2006, we were so organized for Bernie. People had, different people had different stashes of memes. You wanted the best dank memes, the dank Bernie memes. Y'all remember that. We were organized. What happened? They divided and conquered us. What happened? We got divided year after year. We got divided. And so all of that synergy, all of that working together, all of that was lost while MAGA, were learning our skills. Our unity was disintegrating as MAGA was replicating our skills. Roles. Yeah, roles. We have a part to do. We have a role to play. We have a piece of the puzzle. Just reading this comment here from Matt the Letterhack. Excellent point. Roles, not jobs. We have a job to do and roles to accomplish that work together. Absolutely. See, we have people with clear messaging. Here's one. I'm just afraid of getting caught up and chasing their lies and losing our narrative and goals. Listen, that's a great one. Let me leave this up. Here's the other thing. Not only, what can we accomplish, Pastor Dixon, Pastor Ben? I said, can we stop one of their lies? Okay, so we're going to go after one of their lies, just one. But then two, can we start our own narrative? What does that mean? Can we create a conversation in this nation? You give me 50 people, watch me do it. Watch us do it. Watch us work together. Watch us relay each other. Watch us seed the conversation. And then can we get that conversation talked about across the country? Can we start one narrative? Can we block one lie? And can we start one narrative? Because if we could do it one time, we could do it twice. And you know who's perfect for this? Can I say this? As a disabled person myself, I thought about two different groups that sometimes get significantly overlooked. The disabled community and people who are jobless, the unemployed. Now, the disabled community is oftentimes unemployed, underemployed, but we have two groups of people around this country who we need you. We need you. I love this comment right here. Johnny Two Laugh TV said, and they demoralized us. After Bernie's campaign got sabotaged twice, they demoralized us. That's right. They broke us apart. They dissolved our connections. Then they demoralized us. And now we're sitting back watching as they use our tools to disenfranchise us. That ought to make some people angry. Did you hear what I said? Y'all got to forgive me. I've been meditating on this for some time. I look at it this way. I meditate on it and I have the structure. Like we're going to break down the entire structure, not in this episode, but in the pamphlet that I'm putting together. We're going to break down the entire structure of MAGA, how they operate, and where we strike back. And where do we strike back? In the information war. See, many of us who are disabled, we can't go out into the streets. Now, I go out to the streets and I do my best to keep up. I do my best to keep up. If we in a parade out, if the parade goes 3 miles, I might can make those 3 miles with you, but I'm gonna be struggling. You know, for me, running 2 miles is like a miracle. But I'll do my best to keep up. But there's so many of us who can't even leave home. And you're wondering, what in the world can I do? You are exactly what we need. People who have access through their phone or through their laptop, and you can't leave the house because of whatever the challenges are. One, we need you to make sure that you're good and that you're taken care of. Okay? And then we need you to log in and squat up. Shade Dragon said, I'm demoralized, but when I can still move, I still move demoralized. You speaking my language right there. Sometimes you got to move even when you don't feel like it. Move when you don't know whether or not it's going to work out. Sometimes you got to move when you don't even know if you're going to make it. I've been there. You know who I've seen be there though more than me? My wife. You know, my wife has multiple gears, but 2 gears in particular. She has a gear where she will get up and get it done just because it has to be done, no matter how demoralized she might be. And then she has the optimal gear, is where she gets up and she gets it done because she knows everything's going to work out fine. Sometimes you have those good days. Sometimes you have those bad days, but you got to be able to get up and fight. And what do we need you all to get up and fight with us on? If you are disabled, if you are unemployed, and you have access to the internet, we need you to do what? 1, to know the truth. 2, to be willing to get into get into some scuffles. They're digital. They're safe. Use don't put your real name out there. Have some darling members of y'all be putting y'all real. Just let me be I put my real name out there. Y'all could go underneath a pseudonym. You could go, have your avatar. Why does it matter? It matters because the battle is in the information war. The information war is taking place on social media. The left has no capacity at all to fight back against MAGA's narrative machine. MAGA's narrative machine has gone unchallenged for almost 5 years, creating 4 or 5 narratives every single day. And what does the left have to do? We react to that narrative. We react to that narrative. We react to that narrative. We respond to that. We don't stop that narrative's lie. We just react to it. We don't prevent that narrative from spreading. We just react to it. And then we never have the capacity to set our own narrative.